Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ShowBT Global Overwatch Tournament, one of the very first in the Philippines, where the 16 teams have been fighting so far throughout the day to receive 15,000 pesos for the first place, 10,000 for second, and of course 5K for third. We are your casters. I'm Amplifier. I'm here with Atlas, and this is brought to you by ShowBT and ViewMe, presented by Overwatch Philippines and powered by Rumble Royale. We're about to move into the first semi-finals game.
This will actually be between Emotwo and System32. This will, I think, one of the more closer games here in this entire tournament. Because, looking at the previous games, it seems like both of these teams have similar skill level. So we'll see how that all pans out. Of course, we will be playing on Watchpoint Gibraltar and then on
Route 66.
Route 66. So it's just going to be on Winston's laboratory, and then in McCree's home turf.
Yes, exactly. So let's start the game. I believe we're gonna get into the map in just a bit. Again, first map is Watchpoint Gibraltar. That's gonna be an escort map, something different from the rest of the games we've been going through today. And then they're gonna be moving over to Route 66 for the next map, which is another escort map. So it will be pretty interesting to see how these teams plan out, especially when it comes to payload maps, because we've mostly been playing in these COF maps, control point maps. I'm really interested to see how the teams will adopt moving into a new map for today.
Yeah, because the payload is very different, because you escort it throughout the checkpoints, and each checkpoint will actually give you more time. It's actually similar to, the assault maps, except the control point moves.
Yes, exactly.
If you think about it that way, it's a lot more simple. So, yeah, we'll actually look at the map here. This is Winston's laboratory before it got trashed by Reaper. This is where all the stuff is.
Yeah, so just another preview of the team profile. So for Team Emotwo, again, they are a group of friends who met around 4 or 5 years ago, mostly Team Fortress 2 players. So they definitely have a lot of background when it comes to FPS. Actually, there are a couple of players that are even global elites on CSGO, so that'll be really interesting to watch. Meanwhile, for System32, if we take a look at their team profile, they are a bunch of players who are GT Academy finalists. There's an Asian champion from Halo World Championship, and a couple of competitive StarCraft and Dota players. So we've got, really competitive players here on both sides again. So that's gonna be Emotwo for the side, the red side, and then for the blue side, it's System32.
Yeah,
it should be an interesting map.
System32 on the defense here with once Mobius at the squad. Just a little bit of Julian just setting up some of his traps around here. It's actually really hard to find it if you're just walking straight down. Someone is
there it is.
Called it. That is the front man, the shield bearer actually getting trapped, so that might be a little disadvantage there initially, but they are still pushing the payload. The first checkpoint is actually very, very near, but it gives just like 1 or 2 minutes here.
Yeah, there's so many angles of attack actually for System32 to work with on the defending side. They have a lot of high ground advantage. They were actually able to take out Chevrolet and Senna very early on. Quickscope able to get a double kill coming in, and they're actually able to reach the point despite the early advantage that they had for the side of System32. Emotwo getting back in the game. They're able to push out really nice. Juicy in here, trying to do it again. He actually gets the Riptire.
Not get the Riptire out in time. Actually, I do think he wastes it. He does get the entire bomb out, but it instantly gets destroyed. He dies as well. Once Mobius will be continuing to defend that, I think the rest of the team will see what's happening on the offense side. Look at their composition though. They only have one support, but they're just forcing this.
Oh my god.
Pile driving them with so much damage. There's Whole Hog, there's the sound barrier, there is so much damage, and they're just riding this spacecraft on inside Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Yeah, so 2 points already for the side of Emotwo, and Chevrolet already has that Dragon Strike, so they will have a nice ultimate advantage, although the Earth Shatter coming in from Last Imosai is almost up. On the side of System32, that's going to be the flank coming in from Chevrolet. He gets hooked in, and that's a nice hook coming in from Julesian. He will be able, he actually switched from Junkrat onto Roadhog, and there's going to be the Death Blossom. There's going to be a lot of ults coming up. There's a Graviton Surge as well, and there are going to be a couple of kills. Nice double kill from Diglett, and that'll be a nice push in, rather a nice defense from System32.
Yeah, now Twixian has to actually back off, wait for the rest of his team, and heal up that gas, while Julian and the rest of Team System32 will be defending defending this. They're setting up for their next push here. He's gonna actually guess Julian and takes him out, and they're just going straight for it. Mackie stepping forward as their frontliner charging forward, then triggering the sound barrier to defend his team. The Chevrolet is just going straight at it with the Dragon Blade combined with the Earth Shatter. They're just slashing, slicing, and dicing through the team, and that payload is going very, very, very quickly through the map.
Yeah, there's going to be Twix going right now trying to hook in a couple more members. There's Senna being launched actually forward. Chevrolet gets a kill, as does Twix and they're able to push forward. It doesn't seem like System32 has an answer to this attack coming from Emotwo. Maki is on fire right now with that shield, and oh, there's a nice graviton surge there. There's going to be the Winston as well with the Tesla Cannon moving inward. Maki still trying to put down a lot of the damage, and there's an Earth Shatter, but it actually doesn't really land onto anyone. The sound barrier as well, who's able to keep them safe, and there's a charge exchange
Counter
there.
charge.
No, nice graviton surge, but it actually isn't even needed, as a lot of the members of System32 are taken down.
Full charge Senna just going at it. The DPS from the particle cannon is way too great, and now there's 4 people. 4 people is the max speed that the payload can go, and it's actually going at like a grand, what, 5 meters per second.
I don't even know if we can call that. But there's gonna be another charge. It's gonna be the
that's
self-destruct.
a suicide bomb.
It's gonna kill anyone actually.
Oh,
Oh my
three
gosh!
people.
3 people taken
Stopping the
down
push.
by Diglett
Wow.
there. Really nice ult, and uses Avoid, gets another kill as well. So many members though of Emotwo are on fire. There's an Earth Shatter and the Dragon Strike potential wombo combo, so they might be able to push back and reset to try and push the payload forward. However, there's also the Primal Rage actually being used there.
Ooh, there's their own Dragon Blade. Chevrolet is just going straight at it, destroying Julian, and he's trying to find another target. Going straight at it. Almost dodges the Earth Shatter and narrowly survives the charge there. And now he's going straight back onto the payload here very, very quickly. Now, this is so difficult for the system. If they're going to defend this, they have to defend this for 6.5 minutes. And with the momentum, the Team Emotwo is just pushing. It's so difficult. They do have another ultimate up their sleeve. All 6 of them are on fire.
Oh my
They have the
gosh.
graviton surge to zone him off, and that allows them to completely obliterate the opposition.
Again, Team Emotwo, really well done. They're able to push the payload all the way until the end. We'll take a look at what the play of the game was for this match. Diglett with the triple kill on this Diva is doing really well. Let's take a good look at that one. But overall, Team Emotwo is doing a great job. At least the Team System32 able to keep a bit of a fight on the Team Emotwo, but really nice out there.
4 kills.
Yeah,
Wow.
quadra kill coming in, and Twix complementing good sportsmanship coming in from these teams. As we move on to the next, they're going to be switching sides now for this.
That's really, they both had very similar compositions here. Only one support with the rest, a lot of mix of tankiness and DPS, but the momentum coming from Emotwo is really showing here.
Yeah.
And as a team of TF2 players, and as a TF2 player myself, I know that momentum is a big thing here in games like these.
Yeah, that's very true. So they're gonna be moving in. I think they're going to be switching sides. So it'll be System32's chance to beat the time of Team Emotwo. We'll see if they can pull it off. Looking at their team composition, System32.
Another quick look at the map here.
Yeah, Team System32 going to be rolling the quadra tank in this game. That's going to be Roadhog, Reinhardt, Diva, and Winston. And then they're going to be having the once Mobius as the backline sniper with Aces to help speed up these slow tanks. Meanwhile, on the side of Emotwo, they're going to be rolling a pretty standard composition. That's going to be, actually no, it's not standard. They're going to be running actually a single support. Songbird going to be on the Lucio, and then they're going to be having a double support and triple tank. So, crap load of tanks in this game.
A crap load of tanks. It is actually interesting that none of them picked their, actually there's a small advantage going to Diglett and the rest of Team Emotwo here. And actually, in the side of System32 here, because if you look at it, their heroes are a little more mobile. They have the grappling hook coming from Once Mobius and the boosters come from Diglett.
Yeah.
Watchpoint Gibraltar has a lot of variation in verticality. There's a lot of side tunnels that you can flank around, and with that mobility come from the boosters and the grappling hook. You can find a lot of positions to flank from, to snipe from. So And also, there's the Winston too to jump around, so that's 3 mobile members of the team. But here, let's see how can we see Team Emotwo just hunkering down here atop the little building here in the bridge.
Yeah, so interesting that they're all staying on the high ground at a single point. They're not taking the same kind of attack that Emotwo did with several angles being covered. They're taking the single direction and allowing System32 to get that initial push on the payload. That's Junkrat now trying to push in, put down the frags onto the side of Team Emotwo. That's 725 shield left. A lot of poke coming in from the side of Team Emotwo as they defend. System32 trying to push forward. No kills had so far, and that's going to be an easy first point capture for the side of System32.
It looks like now they're going for the groundwork here, realizing that, oh, the upper ground is not helping us very much. Let's go straight to the point and then push them out. Actually, it might have been a plan to ambush them, just drop on them, steal rain, just going onto them. Now, the payload is dangerously near that checkpoint.
Yeah, good job so far though from Emotwo. Even with the upper ground start, I didn't know if they were going to be able to hold, but now they are. They're able to hold this point. No ults up yet whatsoever. Infrasight close for what's Mobius, but Chevrolet does have the Deadeye. We'll see if he can land a good couple of kills on the rest of the members. Chevrolet getting a nice kill onto uses a void there. And there's going to be 2 ults up. There's going to be Whole Hog, Deadeye. Actually, Songbird has the sound barrier as well. Just waiting. That's the Whole Hog.
Lots of DPS and lots of covering fire actually. The sound barrier. Oh, Chevrolet actually gets 2 kills with that Deadeye. Now they're still holding this point. 3.5 minutes. That might be a lot of time, but you cannot underestimate. You cannot underestimate this team here. You cannot overestimate your own time. So let's see what they have up their sleeve. Chevrolet is still not dead. He's doing all these headshots from mid-range. You can see getting the mech, getting Aces, going a little blind view. Oh, get the headshot on once Mobius. Wow, Chevrolet, what are you doing?
Gosh, what a god.
That was a team kill.
What a god! Great job from Emotwo so far defending this first point of the map. And keep in mind, there's so much pressure on System32 to try and push all the way because that's exactly what Team Emotwo did. They pushed all the way to the end of the map, and System32, they only have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to get this first point only. So great job from Emotwo so far to be able to defend this much. Diglett does have the self-destruct, and there's also the sound barrier from Emotwo to defend this first point. There's only the Riptire. Ooh, there's a self-destruct, and there's gonna be a single kill for Diglett.
And actually, once Mobius getting a few kills here, but the accuracy is not quite there with how slippery Chevrolet is. Let's look at it from the eyes of the cowboy himself. He's going straight for it. He does have the Deadeye up now. Very, very slippery so far. Not wanting to get killed. He's now activating the Deadeye. No target seen though. He's just waiting for one Mobius to peek. But now I think he's forced to cancel it, leaving it at 50% charge. Now the standoff between the cowboy and the assassin is there. But let's move to the other part of the fight here. The payload, the front lines. Diglett and the rest of the gang slowly pushing through. It is still because the Graviton Surge is there, and there's not enough DPS there, but Super Lead actually getting that with a very nice Riptire. But that was not the optimal situation. There's not enough DPS, just 2 members, but 4 were already caught in that black hole.
Team Emotwo, 4 members on fire, and they have 3 ults to defend this last 1 minute and 20 seconds. System32 under a lot of pressure right now. Can they? I don't even think they can get this first point. It looks very difficult, and Team Emotwo have been doing such a great job of defending at this first point. You know, they have the composition. It's just so great. The Junkrat and the McCree just able to put down a lot of DPS, and there's not much choice. There's a nice Graviton Surge for them to try and push forward. Will System32 be able to make this last push work? There's the Earth Shatter coming down. Chevrolet does have the Deadeye. There's a self-destruct. Not going to be able to kill anyone though. Looks like this first point might actually push forward. Wow, will System32 be able to get this one?
Yeah, that's a Graviton Surge though, but the payload is still not moving. 3.37 meters away. It seems like they will be able to push out System32. That's the final, but late sound barrier there, and now Diglett is alone and out of her. His mech Asus is going to try and contest this, but he's just one man. Wow, 3.37 meters away from the checkpoint, and by this time I think it'll move slowly back. And they only have 20 seconds to make this, but they already used almost all of their ultimates. What is happening here on the front lines? They will have to try and flank this, or at least try and back out. There's 4.92 meters away. The shield is there though. Mackie is just blocking all the damage, not allowing them into this tunnel. Oh, gets the hook, uses Void actually. Oh man, actually gets that charge kill, less Bossa, but now still needs to work on this. It's overtime. There's a lot of ults burnt here. There's a sound barrier coming here, another Graviton surge, but the shield is there. And it actually burns the overtime just enough. No! Someone else is still contesting. That is Jules. Look at him go, but now that effort was almost for naught, and that's actually, wow, good defense coming from
Yeah, it's a great job from Team Emotwo. They're able to 2-0 this map. We're going to be moving over to Route 66 to see if Emotwo can completely sweep.
Oh, nice win. Highlight intro though. The unfortunate highlight intro is one of his best. Actually, a very good setup there coming from Senna. Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice quadra kill coming over for Super League. He's able to dish out a lot of DPS. You'll see all of these highlights pretty much on the side of Team Emotwo. We'll see if the Team System32 will fare any better for the Route 66 map. But so far, you know, Team Emotwo looking like really great finalist contenders so far.
Yeah, that's 2-0, and this will be a best of 5 actually.
Yeah.
We'll be moving to the next map, Route 66, which is McCree's home turf. And seeing how popular he is in this patch, maybe we'll be seeing a lot of him. There's a lot of open space for him to just duel and whip out the 6-shooter. We'll be moving to that map in a little bit. And if you've noticed, this is actually not in competitive mode. We've opted to actually make the players push the payload for the entirety of the map. And now this will be the third game for this entire match.
Yeah, so again guys, this is the ShowBT Global Overwatch Tournament, one of the very first in the Philippines, presented to you by Overwatch Philippines and powered by Rumble Royale. Of course, this would be possible without ShowBT and Yumi, the sponsors of this tournament. 15,000 pesos for the first prize, 10,000 for second, and 5,000 for third. So a lot is on the line, and Team Emotwo look very hungry as they try to make it to the finals right now.
Very clean.
Route 66 though.
Yeah, very clean offense and defense, but Route 66 is an entirely different map. And it's actually different. It's the same game mode, but it's a long, winding road.
Yeah.
Watchpoint Gibraltar has lots of topsy-turvy side tunnels and flanking positions, but this is just one big road.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I think Farah and Tracer are great in this map, but I love seeing them around. Genji would also be really nice, and it looks like Chevrolet's bringing out the Genji again.
Genji again. They want this last win for the semifinals.
Oh my gosh, Mackie's bringing out the Torbjorn. Looks like we're going to be seeing the Torb in this game. Other than that, pretty much standard picks throughout. Actually, that's going to be the side of Team System32, or actually no, that's Team Emotwo. With a single support. So they're going to be rolling the Lucio, and then really painful DPS for the rest of the members. They've got the Genji, the Reaper, and the Torbjorn, and a single tank. Double tank from Senna and Twixkun on the Zarya and the Roadhog.
So going for aggressive plays here. I think that System32 is doing the same thing, but you can see how Lucio is very, very useful in these maps. You can see the long winding road from the start of the payload all the way to the end. It just goes around and around like a snake, and even through this tunnel here. So that's why having a really fast composition will be very, very helpful. They are just preparing their defenses right now. Let's see what Mackie's doing. Torbjorn on offense, which is a very interesting pick.
Yeah, so again, this is the first semi-final round, and Emotwo just sweeped System32 on Watchpoint Gibraltar. So we'll see if System32 will be able to defend this one. They will be the first defending team in this map. That payload needs a long ride, and that's going to be the barrier projector. Actually, that's going to be System32 allowing them to get that first initial push. We'll see if they can hold out to that one. That's going to be a nice hook by Twixkun. Auto useless avoid. Not able to avoid that first hook. And that's going to be a nice couple of kills going over onto Emotwo as they look to take this first point again quite quickly. That's going to be the Lucian going down very early on this point of the map. The Riptire is up though. We'll see they'll be able to defend this first one. But again, things looking very good for Team Emotwo as Chevrolet puts down the poke onto the rest of the members.
Yeah, Chevrolet is so slippery here, and look, he's still at full health, knowing where the health packs are, sticking with his team when he needs the heals, and still dishing out a lot of DPS while pushing the payload. He really is. And I was actually interested. Mackie was almost gonna go Torbjorn, but said switches to the team.
Yeah.
Because if you play TF2, there's this engineer usually builds
Yeah.
like just a sentry. They have an item that they turns a sentry to just a mini sentry that goes up really quickly.
Wow.
I think that's what he was planning to do, is just build up a disposable mini sentry while still fighting in the front lines. And with the armor that he can give himself, I think Torbjorn has the potential to do it instead of just camping around in one corner. But it looks like
He actually missed. Superlead was able to get a double kill using his Death Blossom to remove the rest of the members of System32 from that first point. So they will be getting it. They're going to be pushing to try and get there as fast as possible. So far, the ultimate advantage is on the side of Team Emotwo. They have a nice sound barrier and whole hog to be able to keep attacking this point. There is the Earth Shatter though. We'll see how the response goes. There's the Earth Shatter being used, but it only brings down one member. There's a nice Graviton Surge coming over from the side of Team Emotwo, and so much DPS to follow. There's going to be a double kill again for Team Super Elite. There's going to be the self-destruct to respond, and they get no kills from that self-destruct. Not a nice defense so far from System32, and it's going to be again an easy push. 4 members on fire from the side of Team Emotwo.
The momentum is just piling on, and they're just crashing through, and they're gonna gate crash this actually very, very soon with no one on the defense. Let's look at how Chevrolet is gonna try and delay this defense here. He's climbing up and just going straight for it with a fan of Shuriken. It's really easy for him to dish out DPS on big targets like this, and he's just going straight for it. Even with a Primal Rage, dodges out a lot of that damage from the Harambe punches. He's going up, sneaking around, looking for a good target. That's the ninja he is. And he finds it with his Bastion. This is not prepared. Takes him out, but that's one valuable member. He goes down, but Useless Void, without Useless Void, that's one big defensive DPS away from Team System32.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 ults now for Team Emotwo as they try to continue attacking. Oh, there's a self-destruct, but again, it's not going to... Oh, he actually gets a kill onto Aestus. Going to go down. Meanwhile, the rest of the members of Team Emotwo are still trying to push in. There's the backline. He's going to be able to get a kill onto Julcian with the Death Blossom. Meanwhile, the rest of the members are on the payload. They're going to try and keep pushing. Meanwhile, the rest of them are in this single room trying to fight everyone else. There's a nice Graviton Surge. It is actually able to lock in the Winston, who hasn't been able to do anything this entire game.
Switch to the McCree there and gets a very nice double kill earlier, and just chasing down Aestus here. Very nice. He's the bounty hunter McCree there, and they actually get the last checkpoint, and that is a 3-0 in favor of Emotwo. Very clean 3 games.
Another dominating performance from Team Emotwo as they attack all the way, reaching the last point in round
Chevrolet
66.
actually gets that play of the game.
See what happened here. I think this is pretty much the last point of the game. Gets a nice double kill there, and then following up as well with a kill on the Useless Void, who did not have such a great game throughout. The Winston just kept getting caught by the hooks and by the headshots of Chevrolet. So comfortable on either this Genji or McCree.
Yeah, there's so much DPS for big targets from Chevrolet. Easy target for the revolver from McCree, and if the fan of shurikens is just way too much DPS for the Genji. And it's just free charge for this Dragon Blade, allowing him to keep making these ninja plays all around. That's very, very clean, very, very smooth coming from Emotwo as they move on to the finals. They are guaranteed 10K because they have reached the very last finals.
And freaking 10K for all these 6 guys. 7 guys rather, if they include their subs. So really great performance from Team Emotwo. We'll see in the next semifinals. We're gonna have Team Anbu and Team Dai United looking to fight Team Emotwo in the finals. But again, keep in mind, this is 10K straight up already for the side of Team Emotwo since they were able to make it all the way to the finals. Great performance from them. I think we're just gonna have a short break for a while to see who will win between Team Dai United and Team Anbu in the next semifinals round. Again, this is the ShowBT Global Overwatch Tournament. This is presented to you by Overwatch Philippines and powered by Rumble Royale. We are your casters. I'm Amplifier. I'm here with Atlas, and we'll take a short break. We'll see you guys in the next semifinals match.
First.